Hey everybody. So far I've had a excuse me, great response to my scrapping do's and don'ts, so I thought I'd go ahead and do another one. Today I'm going to kind of focus on I'm just kind of pulling stuff out of my utensil cups here. Um, First thing I want to talk about is Copic and Prismacolor markers. A few years ago, quite a few years ago, my dad got me, he was an engineer before he was disabled, and he worked with a lot of architects and artists. So he knew a lot about art pens and colored pencils and stuff. And I didn't know about Prismacolor. I didn't know that they were like the premier, colored pencil and whatever. So he got me for Christmas. I remember him kicking me off the computer in the middle of the night so that he could check on his eBay bid on some Prismacolors that he was getting for me. And he got me a huge set, a full set of the colored pencils and two sets of their markers. So I've got a good set of Prismacolor, and I got in a swap. My girls, they gave me a set of, I think, 9. There are 45 in this case, and then I've got 8 Copic markers outside of this. So what did I say? So I've got, 53, I think. Is that what it is? Good Lord. I can't do math for right now. It's like 7:20 in the morning, which is early for me. But right now, I think the Prismacolors are cheaper, and so far, I don't have a preference. I mean, if I was going to spend the money, I think I would just go ahead and get the Prismacolor. Everyone's, talking about the Copic markers and just how wonderful they are, and they're pretty good. I haven't had a chance to use them very much, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This is the dark green, or vert foncé in French. And so I'm just going to mark on it right here. There we go. That's it. That's what it does. It's a marker. I think they're alcohol based. Oh, and speaking of which, I have another thing I want to show you. And then this is a comparable color called Moss. Let me find the broad tip. And it just kind of... I think this one might be kind of dried out. Let me set this down real quick. Uh-oh. What did I do to my marker? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that end is not working. So, I mean, they're very similar in color, but I find that the Prismacolor is a little more even, and you don't have to go over it as much to get, like with this, I don't know, you can't even see, but you can see kind of the marks, and here there's not as many. There's a shadow that's causing that right there, but it's a lot more even. So if you're, don't live up to the hype and get, a whole bunch of Copics before you try out different brands of them. Prismacolor is very good, and it's a little bit cheaper, especially when you can buy them at like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and you can use coupons to get, sets of them, or just buy a couple at a time. They have their coupons all the time. And so I've got just as many Copics as I do Prismacolors. So anyway, let me just go on to the next. This is my favorite marker. It's not permanent, but it's the Zig Memory System black marker, Zig Writer, and it is amazing. I love it because it's got a broad tip, not a broad tip, but kind of a brush tip, and then a very fine tip, and it lasts a long time. I have 2 of them. One of them I lost, and I was really disappointed, but then I ended up finding it in my purse, which I don't know how it got there, but I would highly recommend that. And this, I was very disappointed in this Tombow glue pen. It didn't work at all. Maybe it's broken, but I know I wouldn't buy another one because I'm afraid it wouldn't work. I'm sure there are other glue pens out there, so if you know of a good glue pen, let me know, because I would love to have one just to get make some lines so I can do some glitter, without using my my stickles all the time, because they take a while to dry, and that kind of annoys me. The next thing are they're coloring tools from Fantastics, which is, I think, another brand of Sukaniko. But I was using them to kind of help me brush on ink in finer places, but it doesn't really transfer the ink very well. It picks it up, but it doesn't transfer it back onto the paper very well at all. So They weren't very expensive, but I would just I stick with like a paper towel or just a regular old artist sponge, which are really cheap if you cut them up into, I bought like 2, and I cut them up into 4s, and I've gotten a lot. You can use like one side, and this side, that side, and that side. You can use a whole bunch for just one color, use one for just a whole bunch of colors. And I think, what else? There was one other thing. Oh, yes. I found that this white pen is pretty good from Ink Essentials. I'm sure there are better ones, so if you know of any, comment and let me know. And if you guys are looking for one, then read the comments. I'm sure people will have lots of suggestions. And one more thing, this is kind of off topic, but if you're looking for ink, like spray ink, but you don't want it to glimmer, there are lots of, there's like Spritz spray, and then there's like Smooch, and then there's Glimmer Mist, of course. If you're looking for one that's not shimmery, there's these, they're like walnut inks from Sukaniko. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. But I got a set of 4 of them. There was $20, and then I used a 40% off coupon. So I've got like terracotta, I've got regular old walnut ink, I've got eucalyptus, and then I have Java. And, sorry, they make these in different colors. I'm ordering some more when I get paid off of addictedscrapbooking.com. I think they've got smaller bottles, but these are pretty big bottles. They are, let me see, there was like 2 ounces, which I guess that's how much Glimmer Mist is, but they feel heavier for some reason. But they have good coverage, and I like them so far. I would like to get some, more festive colors. Right now I just have the earthy colors. So I'm getting some pink and some blue, which I'm really excited about. And one last thing. This is a great ink pad. It's from Archival Ink. It was like $10. But again, you can use your 40% off coupon. And if you don't know where to get those, just do like a Michaels 40% off or a Michaels coupon. Search on Google, or Hobby Lobby coupon. And I think AC Moore has them too, the coupons. But I don't have an AC Moore here, so... But you open it up, and it's just huge. And I was looking for one that was really good for my big stamps. But it's raised, of course. And it smells kind of funny, but you get used to it. But it lasts, I haven't had to, re-ink it yet, and I use it all the time. But it has good coverage, and the back of it's I use this as a paper piercer. Not a piercer, but a piercing mat, because it's really foamy. So that's I think that was kind of convenient. But this is a good dye ink. It's not, it's non-smear, which I find it's pretty, true to that, and it's waterproof, acid-free, of course, and I would recommend it. It's obviously very big. So I have the chubbiest hands, you guys. I'm sure you've noticed that. But anyway, that is what I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully you guys will like this video as much as you liked the last one. So thank you for watching. Bye-bye.